It's about time. Time. Ladies, this past April, I celebrated my 75th birthday. Wow. But I suddenly realized I'm running out of time. And so I've got a story about time and a bucket. See my bucket? You've heard of the bucket list? That list people make, all the great things I want to do before I go to my reward. I don't have a bucket list, but I've got things in my bucket. And I want you to know you've got a bucket. And today you're going to hold, in a few minutes, your imaginary bucket. Stay with me. In my bucket, I have the gift of time. God's given me 75 years. Now, what have I done with that? And to remind me of the gift of time is my antique watch that once upon a time belonged to my husband's great-grandfather. And in its day, it did its job and it ticked away the moments. Have you ever realized how quickly time can go by? And also, it's 100 years old, and it is great to have something older than me. Also in my bucket is my heart. A heart that belongs to Jesus, and I'm so glad that it does. He captured my heart when I was 10 years old. Early on a Sunday morning, as a little girl, I tiptoed out of the house, quietly stepping over the sleeping form of my drunk dad before he awoke in an alcoholic rage and stopped me from going. This heart of mine, Jesus has protected from that time forward. And he's filled this heart with his love, with the love of 5 children, with the love of 11 grandchildren. Can I get an amen? He has protected me through a 15-year progressively abusive marriage. By his grace, he brought into my life an awesome man who's been there for 42 years. Wonderful. He also gave me, as I look into here, a love of storytelling, which I am so grateful for. When I was a little girl, I told stories to myself. It helped me get through some very difficult times. Now I share the stories that God has given me. And along with the ability to tell stories, he gave me a passion to share what he's done for me. Now, he's done things for you. I want you with me right now, if you would, bow your head. Put your arms around your imaginary bucket and hold it close. There are things in your bucket that maybe you don't want to be there. Maybe today's the day to get rid of them. But what can be in your bucket also is the love of Jesus. And you know, you're uniquely made, and Jesus has given you gifts also. Now look back at me. Ladies, I want to die with an empty bucket. I don't want to take it with me, the love, the knowledge, the gifts, the wisdom, the hope, the encouragement. I want to pour it out. I want to pour it out to you and to you and to you, to my children, to my grandchildren. Pour out what God has given you. Thank you.